The rivers were their only source of transportation. What was logged first was the lands near the river so that they could drag them with mules or oxen to the river. And your major, at that point in time, the mouth of the river, where the rivers came to the bay, was where your early industrial, that's where your early sawmill sites were. So it started off in the creeks. I mean, we have gotten logs out of little bitty creeks that only certain 1 or 2 times a year would have enough water to float logs. It would be full of logs. They would put them there and wait for the flush, get those out of all the creeks that they could work, get them to the main river, and then fashion rafts once the logs were there. And we found lots of logs that never made it to a raft in upper parts of rivers. It was the only source of transportation, and it took the logs to where they needed to go to. The sawmill was on the river, and that was it. Now the railroads changed all that. But I've been to several sites in the South where railroads were built, and for 60, 65 years, railroads brought logs to a point on two different points of the river and dumped them into the river to do the flotation thing down to, this was in Alabama, down in Mobile. There was 2 tremendous log piles. Trains and dragons had hauled logs there for 60 years. So much, there's such a pile that the river was going around the log pile. The log pile was over here at the bank. It was a crazy deal. Wasn't the same quality of timber that we have here in our part of the world. We primarily have logged the Flint, the Swanee, the Upper Withlacoochee, the St. John's. Most of our pine has come out of the St. Mary's or the Swanee or the Withlacoochee, which is that southeast Georgia